Over the past decade, it seems like we've seen disappointment after disappointment for Disney Star Wars. And when it came to the Ahsoka series, in some people's minds, some people that were still hanging on to hope, this was the last chance for them to do something, to bring fans back. And instead, it was the opposite. Instead, it premiered to miserable ratings and ended even worse, with the finale tracking worse than Andor when it comes to Nielsen ratings and falling off drastically from other projects. So that's left people wondering, what's next for Disney Star Wars? What's the next thing that's out there? And does it have any chance of being a success? Well, we don't exactly know what order it's going to come in, but for 2024, we do know that there is one big Star Wars project on the way, and that's the Acolyte. You know, the Acolyte that's all about diversity and representation, the one that's set about a century before the events of the prequels, the one that's led by Leslie Headland, Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant, who made sure to tell everybody that the Acolyte is going to reflect the showrunner's own queer identity, that she has to make it about her experience being a gay woman. And of course, we know that one of the lead actresses in this as well, Amanda Stenberg, she has been out there virtue signaling about it, how incredible it is that they're going to have such diversity in this show. It's never been done in Star Wars before. We've never seen any minorities in Star Wars before, according to virtually all of the activists that are a part of this show. And despite some people coming out with fake rumors about the show being canceled and her being fired, we actually found out, thanks in part due to a lawsuit that's out there, that not only is season 1 happening in 2024, but it looks like they already have plans for season 2, even though it hasn't been officially greenlit yet. Disney Plus Star Wars The Acolyte gets promising season 2 update, according to reports. Disney Plus The Acolyte might return for season 2. This thing has not even come out yet, right? But you've already got people out there talking about a second season for it. One, because that's how a lot of this streaming stuff has been done for the first couple years. One of the reasons it's been a massive disaster, because it doesn't even matter if something's received well. It doesn't matter if people watch it. They just needed content. So they were ordering multiple seasons of these different shows. And it looks like The Acolyte, which might end up being the most cringe thing we've seen from Disney Star Wars, and that's saying something. It looks like that's one of those things that they already have plans and outlines and things ready to go for a possible season 2. According to a new report from Star Wars Newsnet revealing the writers behind all 8 episodes, The Acolyte has been planned for a second season, but it's unclear whether it's yet entered development. I would bet on no, based on everything we've seen. The report aligns with details shared via Screen Rant and producer Karen McCarthy's lawsuit against Disney over her firing from The Acolyte. The suit noted Lucasfilm assured her the story arc of the show, as well as the company's business plans, called for The Acolyte to run for multiple seasons. So remember the reports out there that it was just like a fake trailer and a fake show, blah, blah, blah. Interesting how those people have just proven to be wrong time and time again. The Acolyte Season 1 wrapped production in June 2023 ahead of the SAG-AFTRA strike after filming in the UK since October of 2022. The show remains on track for a 2024 premiere, with the chances of a season 2 renewal likely hinging on the reviews and viewership of the Star Wars series. I'll be honest with you, a couple months ago, I probably would have told you that it doesn't even matter like what the viewership numbers, what the reviews are for this thing. They would probably just churn out a season 2 anyway. But now with what Disney has publicly stated, with Bob Iger coming out and talking about slowing down production, about not spending as much on content, because they're desperately cutting the budget around there. All these things have finally come back to bite them in the ass. They're talking about a big reduction in spending on content, maybe not pushing out as many of these things on Disney Plus because they've realized it's not actually driving viewership or subscriptions there. So if they were still operating the way they were, I don't know, 3-6 months ago, a year ago, I would think it guaranteed they'd shovel out another round of shit for the Acolyte Season 2. But maybe with the financial straits that they find themselves in now, maybe they actually will have to look at who watches this thing in order to justify it having a season 2. We shall see. One thing is almost certain. The Acolyte is going to be a giant dumpster fire, and that's coming next. I don't know if we're going to see Skeleton Crew. I think we'll probably see Skeleton Crew before the Acolyte, but sometime in 2024, we know that one of the projects coming out for Lucasfilm, for Disney Star Wars, is going to be potentially the worst pile of shit they've shoved out there yet. What do you guys think about The Acolyte and the potential of them already looking at doing a season 2 for this show, despite it not even premiering yet? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.